Welcome back to the Temple of Elemental Evil. We are getting ready to talk to Mona here and find out what we can do to help her in order to help some other guys around town. Looks like somebody has looted her shop and she just wants us to get out. So we're not going to do that. We're going to talk to her again. And after talking to her again, we've got a option for the special talk skill, and we can offer to help her. She has lost her orb, or it was lost, people stole it from her. Alright, and let's find out who stole his orb. Sounds like his name is Mickey, a brewer from Hamlet. So let's go find Mickey and see what we can do about helping Mona out. Thankfully, I know where where Mickey is, and it is not going to take us too far. We do not have to go back to Hamlet for him. Thank goodness, because that is a long trip to go just for a fetch quest. And usually, like I said, we don't do a lot of fetch quests. But this is our town, as opposed to Hamlet. So we are going to help the people out here. And here is the brewer's apprentice. And it is Mickey. He is the one who stole Mona's orb. And now we are going to have our 2-foot-tall halfling take Mickey into a stranglehold and steal his stuff, which is just all kinds of awesome. Anyways, you got your butt kicked by a midget girl. I hope you like that. Go back to home. Anywho, he ghost fades out of here, as NPCs tend to do in this game. And we get to go back to Mona and tell her that we have gotten her orb back for her, and hopefully now we can get Preston to get his tooth fixed. Nice little chain of events here that we have to go through in order to get us a house in this town, because that's what we're really after. Not to mention the experience for going through here. Yes, we have the orb. Give it back to Mona. Now she can see the future again. And we'll see if she's now got the money for Preston Works to get his tooth fixed. We offered to give her some money to give to Preston. She would not take it, but she is willing to sell me her slave, Serena. I do not condone slavery in real life, but in this game, with a bunch of evil people, we will definitely take a slave along to help us out in fighting. She is our first NPC that we're going to be taking along.
What can I do for you?
And as you can tell, she is voice acted, so she is
I am Serena.
going to be an NPC, obviously, since we just bought her. We have to talk to her twice.
What is it this time?
In order to
I am busy handling some business for Mona. I've been searching for my sister. It does not seem
in order
like
to get
it
her
should
to
be
actually
so
join
much.
up our party.
But Mona says
Kind
I
of
owe
dumb,
her
but
500 gold. I ask
whatever.
for help.
Talk to her again.
What is it this time?
And we have worked out a deal with Mona. You belong to me
And
now.
I shall do my best to earn my freedom from you. Although I lack my sister's yearning for adventure, I would love to join you. It will be great to escape from Null.
Alright, so now we have Serena in our party. Serena is very squishy with only 14 hit points. She is level 3 just like us. She will make a pretty decent archer. So that is what we're going to start her off as. We do not have any really better armor for it this time. But eventually we will get her back to being able to actually help us out. The interesting thing about NPCs in this game, they do take a full share of the money, with the exception of Serena, since she is a slave, she gets nothing. The NPCs will also loot up, get first dibs on any chests you loot and stuff like that, and will take magical items, which kind of sucks, as you cannot access their inventory. And if you end up taking, let's say, a mage NPC who loots some magic chainmail that your fighters could really use, then you're kind of screwed. She is, in this point, trying to take her rapier out. NPC will not drop that item. It is theirs, nothing you can do about it. You obviously can give items to them, though. Thankfully, the fan-made patch does make it where you can access the NPC's inventory. And once we get some other NPCs that end up actually taking stuff, I will be using that and distributing out the loot the way we really want to. Anyways, we are up to Preston again. Let's go ahead and fix his tooth real quick. And tell him that Mona should be able to pay him back. And now Preston can get his tooth fixed. Let's ask him some more questions. And choose the fact that he might be able to sell me a house. He states that he's got a little shack next door, but it locks up well. We'll obviously take the talking option and counter offer with 500 gold for the house. And we now own us a shack in Nulb. It is definitely nothing to write home about. The biggest deal for this is it does give us a place to sleep for free in town without having to worry about being pickpocketed or anything like that while we sleep. It also does have this chest here, which will let us store any items that we are not using but don't want to sell, and which is nice. So we have our own little private house here. We have one more thing to do before I cut this video. It is time to leave town, but before we do, I'm going to do one more thing. We're going to head back to Bertram here. I'll show you my logbook real quick. We have done the Preston's toothache problem. It has been completed, so we don't have to worry about this anymore. At this point, we could take Bertram along with us. But as I said before, I have no real interest in it. I do have an interest in his pirate hat, however, as it is a very nice looking hat. If I would just went and attacked him right now, every pirate in town would attack us on sight. However, there's a way to get around it. I'm going to have my thief pickpocket him. Over and over again. You can't pickpocket any equipment that people are actually wearing.
Will do.
But when you get caught pickpocketing, like I just was, then the target gets hostile. We can go ahead and kill him now. And since he decided to attack instead of having us start it,
as you wish,
the other people in town aren't going to give us any grief about it. And boom, he is now dead. Not much of a threat.
I'm up.
But the important thing is we now have his kick-ass pirate hat. We'll also take his white hat and nicer boots. Or white cape and nice boots. And it's all about style in this game. What can I say? We'll take our sweet new pirate hat and give it to our mage. And I'll see if I can't show that to you in a little better detail. There she is. And her sweet pirate hat and white cape and white boots. Anyways, just a fun little thing. I didn't have to do that. The hat doesn't give me any special bonuses or anything, but who doesn't want to wear a pirate hat? Anywho, I'm going to head back and rest and run around and sell some stuff real quick. And then we can continue on actually getting back to fighting stuff. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.